Hey everyone, welcome back to my playthrough of EWR, Extreme Warfare Revenge. Today I'm going to be continuing where I left off yesterday, just pretty much setting up the company and laying the groundwork for what's going to happen going forward. I've done a little bit on it so far, but only a very small amount. There's some things I'm going to do off camera because it would be too much to film, but I have changed a couple of things so far. The main things I've changed are the television shows and the title names. So I will show you the television shows now as they are. Okay, so we've kept the exact same time slots and we're still on the same networks for our shows. I've not yet announced the I've not changed the announced team, although it's not going to be what's shown there, not Michael Cole and JBL or Jerry Lawler. I think they will all be changed. But yeah, Monday Night Raw is now going to be known as Mock Crush Monday. What was previously main event will now be Figures Mania. And then on Thursday we have Friday Night Thunder. Yeah, so that's on Thursday. Yeah, they're all references to things which, yeah, people might not get. But yeah, so that's my shows. That's what they're going to be called. I'm going to change the announced team. But yeah, other than that, that's the names are pretty much set, I guess. So the other thing I've done is I've changed the name of the championships. Yeah, so let me show you the titles and who's actually holding them, because this is still the first day of the gameplay. I've not advanced it all, so everything is the same as it was in the WWE at the beginning of March, except from the fact that I've changed the television show names and the title names and some other small things. But yeah, the WWE World Heavyweight Championship has now been changed to the CWF 100 million subscribers championship. Brock Lesnar is obviously holding that one at the moment. Yep. The tag team titles I've changed to the Buddies titles. And they're currently held by the Usos. Who actually, this is a random thing, but I was looking at my merchandise sales earlier. And it tells you what percentage of your merchandise sales will be from each wrestler. And I think the Usos are on like the same level as... in fact, I'm going to check that in a minute. But they're on the same level as some really high up people. And I was like, huh? Okay. The Divas title is now the Conchita Wurst title. Yeah, that's another random reference that I don't know how many people will get. The Intercontinental is now the Intercontinental. Yeah, that one speaks for itself. Yeah, and that's Dolph Ziggler who's holding that at the moment. Oh yeah, sorry, the Conchita Wurst one is currently held by Nikki Bella. The Money in the Bank I've now changed to Nudes in the Briefcase, and for anyone who heard about a certain picture being leaked, that doesn't need any explanation as to why I've changed it to that. Finally, oh yeah, obviously Seth Rollins is holding that one. Finally, we now have the pun title. Yeah, this one was obviously the US, and it's currently held by Rusev. So yeah, I think as well, when I checked on Get Staff Opinions, I think that they said that they were all the right champions except from one really random one. Oh yeah, the News in the Briefcase. Apparently Seth Rollins is far too good for it. It needs to go to William Regal instead. So I'm going to take that on board and probably not do that at all. Anyway, yeah. So that's what I've done so far in the game. Pretty random, I know. Oh yeah, while I'm here, I'm going to check the merchandise thing because it really lost me. Yeah, there it is. So the Usos are on the same level of sales as The Rock and Hulk Hogan and Daniel Bryan and Like, yeah, I'm guessing, I don't know if that's, I'm strongly doubting that's true in real life, but this game throws up some really weird things sometimes. Like, a lot of the things on it aren't exactly facts. But yeah, it's nice to just see random things like that. So anyway, I'm going to continue with what I did yesterday. I was initially not going to give too many gimmicks to wrestlers, but I've decided to give some random gimmicks. So I'm going to be going back now to the Wheel of Fortune type thing I was using yesterday, and some more people will be assigned some gimmicks. Also, excuse me, Triple H refused to have his Fiery Italian gimmick, and he blocked it because he has creative control. So the Fiery Italian gimmick will be in the randomizer today, and Triple H, I'm gonna take repercussions on him not wanting that gimmick, so his life in the company will get worse from now. But yeah, let's go to the wheel now. Hey again, everyone. Things didn't go exactly as planned. Yeah, I just recorded the spinning of the wheel and the revealing of the gimmicks, but my laptop decided it just wanted to completely crash and freeze up. So I did all that. I thought it was recording, and I'm sure it did, but then it just all crashed. So I kind of lost that footage. I've managed to remember who got what gimmicks just about. So yeah, what I'm going to do now is tell you the gimmicks and the wrestler, and just run through them. So, okay, there's 13 gimmicks matched up to wrestlers here. 3 divas and 10 guys. And yeah, so the first one, we have an All-American gimmick, and our All-American will be William Regal. Of course, the personification of America right there. So yeah, William Regal will be playing an All-American gimmick. Next up, we have a clown. And this is a clown in the sense of like a face clown. Like, imagine Doink, but during his run as a face, like a happy clown. So our clown in the company will be the Big Show. And he's probably played a clown before at times in other ways, but yeah, yeah, world's largest clown, right there. The next, the next gimmick will be a comedian, and this will be going to the, well, everyone's favourite stand-up comedian, Batista. Yeah, he's cut some funny promos, I guess, at times. So, yeah, he might do okay at being a comedian. The next gimmick is a corrupt law enforcer. So, imagine Big Boss Man during his heel run and, yeah, pretty much something like that. So, of course, the corrupt law enforcer in our company will be Layla. Yeah, so a female law enforcer. Yeah, that'll be interesting. The next gimmick is Fiery Italian, and this is the gimmick that Triple H refused to have, and it's pretty funny who it's gone to. You would almost think that Triple H had booked this himself. So the Fiery Italian gimmick has gone to Daniel Bryan, because if Triple H refuses to do it, of course he's going to get it to Daniel Bryan. Anyway, so the next gimmick is a magician. And I don't think it's ever really been done before in not in big time wrestling, but it's probably been done. I might have missed it. But yeah, the magician of the company is going to be Alexa Bliss. And that's not too far-fetched, because I could imagine her as like a magician, or like a magician's assistant, I guess, maybe. Because obviously she's playing the role in NXT at the moment where she's like a fairy, and I don't know. I can see a kind of a progression to something like that almost, but yeah, it's not as far-fetched as our next one, which is a Rasta gimmick. So obviously, you know, stereotypical like Jamaican accent and everything. And of course, that is going to the white Canadian Christian, which really reminds me of when Owen Hart was in the Nation of Domination, a white Canadian, and something not fitting them. So yeah, that's going to breathe some life into Christian's career, I'm sure. The next gimmick is a religious zealot. So someone who's religious and tries to make everyone else believe what they think, but in an over-the-top way. And that is going to Lana. So, yeah, I'm not much sure how much longer she'll be managing Rusev for, but it's not too dissimilar from how she tries to make everyone, you know, respect the communist Russian ways and that type of thing. I mean, it's a completely different angle in ways, but it's not too dissimilar. She's trying to get people to believe in her way of thinking, I guess. So yeah, the next gimmick is a rock star. So obviously Jericho would have fit this gimmick, but Jericho is not on this list. The rock star of the company is going to be Ryback. Because when you think Rockstar, you think Ryback. So, yeah, I'm already thinking of a name with that. Maybe Rockback, Rystar. That could work. Could work. But anyway, yeah, there's 4 left now. The next 2 interlink because one is royalty and one is a servant, and they're both going to kind of. I mean, one's going to like kind of be a servant to the other, which is a bit like when Ted DiBiase, the million dollar man, was kind of treating Virgil like a servant. We're going to go for something like that. So the royalty is, of course, Zack Ryder. He might actually not lose too many matches with this gimmick. Well, in theory, but he might win more than usual anyway. Not that that's difficult. But anyway, yes, serving King Zack Ryder, or whatever I'm going to call him, will be Jack Swagger, the former All-American before William Regal took his job. Yeah, so that's interesting. I can have some fun with that. There's 2 left now. The final 2 gimmicks are Vampire and Whole Damn Show. And the vampire gimmick goes to Eric Rowan. So he's gone from the Wyatts to like a pseudo brood, a one-man brood, pretty much. I was originally going to put Bray Wyatt in that position, but I thought I'm not going to put Bray Wyatt in a random gimmick generator because his gimmick, I can already do some fun stuff with that, I guess, to bounce off the other gimmicks, so I've left him as he is for now. So yeah, Eric Rowan's a vampire, and the final gimmick is the Whole Damn Show, and it's not going to be RVD because it's going to be R-Truth, who is the Whole Damn Show now. So yeah, maybe his career's seen better days, but he's going to be the Whole Damn Show, you know. So from the beginning to the end, I'm sure they're going to be chanting R-Truth's name. Yeah. Anyway, so that's the list of gimmicks that will be played, the roles that will be played. Yeah, if you just want to have a quick look, there are all the gimmicks right there, and the respective wrestlers. So yeah, this episode didn't exactly go as planned. I wanted to show you the wheel and everything, but oh well, as long as you know a bit more about where this company is going and where this playthrough is going, that's all that matters, I guess. So yeah, I will maybe be booking an episode of Mock Crush Monday on my next episode, but I might do a bit more preparation before that. Then again, I might just go for the show because a lot of this is not necessarily going to be on camera. I just wanted to show you the fun bits, like the random selections, and obviously that didn't quite work out today, but I hope that you still enjoyed this video anyway and still got a kick out of hearing some of the gimmicks that are going to be assigned. I've got a lot of gimmicks in mind myself, some of which I've already made my mind up on, so I didn't put certain wrestlers in because I didn't want them to get a gimmick and then it go against what I thought would be good, because I've got a lot of great ideas. Like, I was thinking of so many today and so many things I want to do, and this is going to be a really fun playthrough, and I hope you has joined me for it. And yeah, you can just disconnect your brain for this playthrough, because it's just going to be all about just complete randomness and just fun. So yeah, I hope to see you again in the next episode, and I'll be putting up another one very shortly. Yeah, so thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you again in the next one. Okay, goodbye everyone.